It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings superstar wide receiver, who's now over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. It's the Vikings and the Commanders next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Come on. Hey.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Fox under pressure. They got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Check.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Washington going to send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just one-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's got room. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Commanders' 39-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. And they've got a new set of downs here. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Lindsey will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 64 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fox. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Washington offense heading out. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 3rd and 19.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Here's a give to Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll run here with Lindsey.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
21. Hey, Kaplan. Baylor's height.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Commanders, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Here we go.
On first down, Fox. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
At the 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Fox. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on second down. Fox. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Now it's Lindsey.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Here's Lindsey.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Operating from the gun. Fox. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He'll get this to about the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert on first down now. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.